Well, that was just like the theme of the group. It's like we have to take the camera shots when we're at Thanksgiving because we just all agreed on that theme.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and explain standpoint theory, which through the extensive internet researching I did, I could not find anything about standpoint theory if it wasn't feminist standpoint theory.
Like if they're trying to change the name, then it's going to be really hard to find stuff because not everyone gets down on those name changes real fast.
Yeah, so it's feminist standpoint theory. Like, okay, well, why is this feminist standpoint theory and why is it different? So, well, feminist standpoint theory is feminist standpoint theory because it was made by a feminist who wanted to show the difference between the subordinate and the dominant group. So it was originally used to show the power differences between living a male life and living a female life. And it was developed from the Marxist theory by a woman called Nancy Hartsock. Hartsock. And she is a professor at a college in Washington. And all the information I got was from a PowerPoint from a professor that's teaching in the San Jose State University, I believe. And it goes into details about what exactly the standpoint is, such as where you are, what your job is, your gender, your profession, how many children you have, what's your religion, what's your culture, all this stuff. So it all comes together to form a standpoint. The whole idea is you're different from another person because of your standpoint. And in the standpoint, there's always a subordinate and a dominant group. And the subordinate group always has something, not really something, it always has a more accurate view on how life actually is in the society. And the dominant group has always a skewed, inaccurate idea of how the social structure works. So the idea of the feminist theory was to provide an insight as to, it's like, look, it's not fair. See here, look, here are our experiences. This is the standpoint, see? But now they're taking standpoint theory and it's being more broadly applied to other things like intercultural communication, which it's hard to find any information that's not feminist because there's just so many more feminist things out there because it was just feminist standpoint theory since the 1980s. And before that, there wasn't standpoint theory. It was just Marxist theory.